Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. I hope you all had a really good Easter weekend. I hope you had lots of chocolate. I hope you spent time with your friends, family. I just hope that whatever it is that you're doing, that you just had a really good time doing it and were happy doing it. So I'm really, really hopeful that Easter was good for you, as it was for me, honestly. I had really nice family meals and seeing lots of cousins and stuff. It's really, really great. But now you're probably wondering, oh wait, what this show is sounding a lot different than usual. Why is this guy, not speaking so robotically and more like it's unscripted and stuff? For one, it is unscripted. I am what I usually do every week is I just have like a little piece of paper in front of me, a few of them actually, and then just basically just read off the screen whatever it says that I've written up, and that's just how I roll because I usually tend to struggle with saying things off the cuff. So if this episode's a bit rumblier than usual, then please forgive me. I'm still gaining my confidence and speaking on my own because it's, as I'm sure most of you very well know, it's very difficult to come up with stuff on your own when there's no one to bounce off of. But yeah, the reason I'm doing it like this week, you know what, this past weekend is Easter weekend, and I've honestly done a lot of reflecting. I've done a lot of thinking about what it is that Film Feeder is and can be, and the things that are, perhaps holding it back from reaching its full potential. And I've come to the conclusion that, because I love doing this podcast. I really do. I enjoy, getting my voice out there. I enjoy like sharing all the information about the newest releases, whether it's in cinema, streaming on demand, all that. And then on occasion, also talking with some special guests about some interesting topics, about all that. So the podcast, I do enjoy doing it. What I've realized that I don't enjoy about it is the fact that I have to feel like I'm under pressure every week to deliver a complete episode, write the script, shoot it, edit it, and then upload it, by a certain point every single week. And this weekend is I've been really taking some time to really think about why, I felt so jaded in my personal life the last few weeks. And but obviously part of that is because mental health is obviously quite a big thing that everyone goes through. I've certainly gone through my share, and if you've listened to some episodes recently, you realize, I do, there are times when I do struggle with my mental health, sometimes to quite extreme levels. And obviously my autism as well, it makes it difficult for me to follow a routine, that I'm not particularly engaged in. And it's not to say that I'm not engaged when doing these podcasts, it's just that, the time and effort that goes into making one of these big movie roundups and reviews every single week, it's difficult, and I've really kind of come to the conclusion that maybe I've been pushing myself a bit too far. I've been biting off more than I can chew when it comes to doing these. So and also, I have a good ideas as to what Film Feeder can ultimately be, and now that's further down the line, but that there are things that I'm really excited about maybe developing further, and things that hopefully will become a reality, and obviously something that will help me make a career, a proper legitimate career out of doing something that I genuinely love. And right now, I feel like I don't have the time or energy to do that because I am putting perhaps too much time and effort into making special roundups each and every week. So I guess this is my rambling way of saying that so the Film Feeder podcast, I should say it's not going to end. this podcast is not done for. It's not dead in the dust. It's definitely going to continue. So it's going to mainly be just basically what the feature presentations are. They are going to be, special one-off episodes where, and maybe a special guest every now and then will be talking about some interesting topics like classic films or like just general themes in and around the film industry or about certain actors or all that sort of stuff. So that'll be what the Film Feeder podcast will be, but they will be on a monthly basis now instead of a weekly one because I do feel that, having such a little big gap in between podcasts, every month or so, one, it will give me a lot more space and time to focus on other things that will hopefully help me even further in the future. And also, deliver better content for you guys, because obviously I value you guys a lot. Whoever keeps listening every single week, I do appreciate you, and I want to give you the best possible listening experience possible. And I don't feel that's possible to do every single week. So yeah, that's basically what this episode is all about. Call it the end of the beginning, as it were. So I want to reiterate that the Film Feeder podcast is not ending. It's going to keep going. It's just going to be more like a monthly basis rather than a weekly thing. It's just to lighten the workload and also to focus on producing better content. Now, having said that, reviews and movie menus, they will still be going, but they will be exclusive on the other platforms I have on TikTok and Instagram. The handles you can find in the episode description. So I will be doing, my weekly roundup of reviews of movie menu releases every single Monday on TikTok, Instagram, and there'll also be like 60-minute clips of it on YouTube because YouTube Shorts only allows 60 seconds at a time, which is very annoying. But yeah, so that'll be what happens, and you can also find well, I'll also be doing reviews on TikTok, Instagram. Well, not for every film I see, but for ones that I feel will probably, be of interest to a lot of people. And of course, I'll still be uploading movie menus and reviews, my written reviews and previews to the Film Feeder website, which is obviously at filmfeeder.co.uk. So they will all still be going on. It's just that the podcast is going to get a massive upheaval. It's not going to be a weekly thing anymore. It's going to be more of a film-centric thing, and obviously, I'm hoping to get some interesting co-hosts to join me on these special episodes. Whether they're, members of the film industry or fellow critics such as myself, or even maybe the odd family member or two. So it's anyone's game really, and hopefully going to be rounding up some of them soon. Hopefully, maybe if anyone who's listening right now, if you're interested in co-hosting an episode with me and want to talk about specific things related to film, then yeah, hit me up. Yeah, we're on Facebook, Twitter as well. Links and handles in the episode description. You can also email me directly at jack@filmfeeder.co.uk if you want to just submit a question or just just want to ask anything in general that's obviously about film. And yeah, oh yeah, the Patreon is still going to be going up. I'm still figuring out what to do with that exactly. It's going to be it's going to be interesting because obviously I set it up when the podcast launched, and it's not like generating as much as I'd unfortunately hoped. But the hope is that when I do really finally start turning the Film Feeder podcast into what it could genuinely be, I think that it's going to be a lot more beneficial to have that Patreon account. So Patreon's still going to be up. So if you want, go to patreon.com/filmfeeder and, become a paid subscriber and, support a hardworking creative like myself. I'm sure we could all use it. And I'll be spending the time that I could be going into the weekly podcast. I'll be doing that instead, just thinking about what kind of things I want to do to generate the best possible content for both the website and this podcast. So yeah, that's basically it. Just call this an update episode. So it'll be the last episode for a while. Again, it's not going away. The Film Feeder podcast is still technically ongoing. It's just going to be more of a monthly basis now. So this will be the last you'll hear for a little while until the next big episode. But in the meantime, I'm really, really grateful to everyone who's been listening along the way and just been really supportive. Go on social media or on comment sections, and anyone who's just bothered to say, what a good job I'm doing. So I can't tell you how much it really means to me. So yeah, that's about it. Sorry, it's a much shorter episode this week, but I think the explanations I've given have hopefully shed some light on what I'm going to be doing with the podcast going forward. So yeah, I think that's it. Please do stay tuned because obviously I'll be uploading new reviews and previews every week on the website and on social media platforms. And yeah, no, I really hope that you stick with me because I think what Film Feeder is hopefully going to become in the future will be more than worth the wait. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you all have a wonderful month. And until next time, I'm Jack Martin, your film chef extraordinaire, whetting your appetite for film each and every week. That's all for now. See you next time.